Hi guys, how we going? I don't know what's going on with the light here. It's making me look white again. How is everyone? Sorry I took ages. Let's see. Right, let me just turn that. I'm going to turn this light off. Making me look like a ghost. I'm not a ghost, guys. I'm real. It's that I think we got the new camera and I'm not sure. Yeah, let me see if I raise it up a little bit. See if it. I'm going to raise it up. Just see if it makes it sort of get the light slightly differently. Nah, doesn't make any difference. So, hope everyone is well. Now we're going to read out Linda's emails today. Got me right. I did. Right, let's just check everyone's messages. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Jane. I did try and just now. I thought instead of just sitting there sending loads of people links, I thought I'll quickly send a load now before. So because of it, we have got a few more on. Now I can't remember. Did I send one to Emily? Emily, let's make sure Emily gets a link. It's just I'll put some hot water in this coffee and I'll check that Emily's got a link. Okay. Right, let's just check. Emily, have you got a link? Emily. I'll put some hot water in here as well. Emily, you know we are always pleased to have you on. Let's have a look. Emily. So did okay. Okay, we've got the coffee, guys. Lovely coffee. Yeah, I think she is asleep, Michelle. I've sent it. Right, so did any of you, can I just ask, did any of you actually get a link? I know I sent you links, but then did any of you get the automatic link from YouTube? Gives you goosebumps, don't I? Went in January 1993 for the stamp celebration. So I know a lot of you, yesterday was an important day for you guys, wasn't it? Yeah. So I hope it all went well. Paying your respects, and very emotional day for many people, isn't it? So I know Michelle, 100%, and many of you there. So you know, hope that went well for you guys. Let's have a look. So who we got on? We have got the Bex and Linda, Debbie, Michelle, Helen, Gio, Teresa, Trudy. Hi, Trudy. Yeah, so it's very late for you, Trudy. We have Elvis would not like all the bashing of Priscilla, and it's all doing is hurting his memory in the long run. Just remember that. Hi, Elvis Presley, the legend TCB. Thank you for your comment. Can you, just so that I can call you by your name, can you just let me know your name, if that's okay? Now we are gonna talk about yesterday because I think we have to. Yep. So Helen's been defending Elvis for 58 years. Love it. So Gio says we're not bashing. Always not hating. Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about it as well, because I won't. After what happened yesterday on the live stream, I'm not just going to let it. I'm not just going to act like it didn't happen. Emily bought me a coffee. Emily, yeah, thank you so much, Emily, for getting me a coffee. But I did message you. Did you not get the message, Emily? I messaged you thanking you for the coffee. Did you get that? I think it comes through PayPal. If you check your PayPal, it will give you a message Anyone that buys me a coffee, guys, I do really appreciate it. Thank you. And yesterday I did get a coffee. You know, I was out for the day. I did get a lovely latte that you guys had got me, and it's very appreciative. Yeah. So, do you know what? I mean, I had a brilliant day yesterday. So, Helen says, I have a red flower from the stairs of Graceland, but obviously didn't live long enough. I have picked somewhere given to me from security guards. Ah. So, yeah, I loved it. I had a brilliant time. I saw my son, Andreas, who was 28. I think I showed you a couple of pictures. Let's have a look. So I'm not rushing, guys. We're going to be here quite a while. This is not a short live stream. This is going to be a while. Yes. So I know Linda has sent me some lovely emails, and we're going to go through them. But I did want to discuss yesterday. Let me see if I got any pictures of yesterday. Now we went to a bar that was a big castle. I took a picture of it to show you guys because I was quite impressed with it. This was a bar where this is where we had dinner. And this is the family. I know it's not very clear, guys, is it? But it's not very clear, but it's on my Facebook. We just had a nice time. We went to my son has rented a new house, so we just wanted to see him. I haven't seen him for ages. Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't have a big quiff like me. I nag him to come and visit me, but he doesn't. He just comes when he feels like it. Hi, Linda. Do you know what? I'm not sure. It was in Bristol, on the outskirts of Bristol. So it's called the Black Castle. But it was very interesting. And then when we went inside it, it was pretty derelict, to be honest. It was pretty knackered. The ceiling was falling apart. So, yeah, so we're going to chat about yesterday. Now, I always have to start off by saying we are defending Elvis Presley. We are fans want the truth. Defending Elvis Presley. Now, I'm just trying to find. I wanted to just refer to Elvis Presley, the legend, taking care of business always. His comment, it ties in with what I'm going to talk about quickly. Elvis would not like all the bashing of Priscilla, and all it's doing is hurting his memory in the long run. Just remember that. Right. Now, can you tell me your name so I'm speaking to you as a person, not just a name of your YouTube channel? I'd like to speak to you directly, you know. So how can I say it, guys? I actually found it yesterday. No, I loved yesterday. I had a brilliant time. But the live stream that I had in the morning was quite unexpected. I wasn't expecting a member and a subscriber for the conversation to go that way. Yeah. So what really was happening? I think I did read it. Well, let me just turn on my laptop. I did read back the comments twice. Right, let me just turn the laptop on. Now, I did read. Oh, let's have a look. I read the comments twice because I wanted to be sure that I had been fair. Yeah, I didn't want it to look like I was being mean. Yeah, because I don't like it. Because guys, if I don't feel that I'm doing things in the right way, I'll lose sleep. Now, we are a defending Elvis Presley channel. We know it's defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Yeah. So it includes all of the bloodline. So we're defending Lisa, we're defending Riley, Finley, Harper, even the memory of Vernon and Gladys, and the memory of Benjamin. But Elvis and Lisa, especially Lisa at the moment, especially Lisa. Yeah. So He hasn't said his name. You haven't said your name. Please tell us your name. Yeah. I think if you want to join us and if you are truthfully trying to help us, guide us into respectfully defending Elvis Presley, the least you can do is tell us your name. Yeah. Right. My thing is this: we are going to bring up dozens of things that what's the word? That expose wrongdoing from Priscilla Presley. Now, I don't hate Priscilla Presley. We're not a Priscilla Presley hate channel. That's not what we are. Yeah. But I massively defend Elvis and Lisa, and it's turned out Riley as well, because Riley, I think, has been in the firing range of Priscilla since Lisa Marie died. Since Lisa Marie died, Riley has almost been a target for Priscilla because it's all about money. I want. Massively, Riley. And Riley has had to deal with that. Yeah. So in some ways, Riley and indirectly Finley and Harper, yeah, are under attack. I know that sounds extreme to you guys, but remember how Priscilla sees Riley. Yeah. She's money. She is money. She is property. She is money. Yeah. So what she should see, is granddaughter, grandkids. She doesn't. She sees money. This is why she the second Lisa Marie died, she contested her will, all her wishes. And then it becomes a secret argument about the amount of money Priscilla can get. You can't ignore that. Does anyone disagree with that? Does anyone disagree that Priscilla, when it comes to Riley, it was about money? Because I don't think anyone can disagree with that. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't love her grandkids. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm saying that it was the second Lisa Marie died, money was the goal. Money was the goal. Yeah. So we defend the bloodline, Elvis and his bloodline, against wrongdoing. I personally think that Priscilla, the way that she went after Riley for money, for the right to be buried next to Elvis, which we know she lost that right over 40 years ago. I personally think we have to, as Defending Elvis, a YouTube channel called Defending Elvis. I think we have to expose the wrongdoing from Priscilla Presley, going way back to when they first met in 1959 to today. To today, we have to do it. And unfortunately, it can come across as bashing. It can come across as bashing. Yeah. Now, I'm just saying the truth. I'm just saying these are the things you did. I'm saying that Elvis has been portrayed in the wrong light. There has been many lies said about Elvis. Yeah. I also feel that Lisa Marie Presley has been seriously mistreated, badly treated. Yeah. By her own mother. Yeah. So I'm just I'm listing the facts. I'm listing the facts. This happened, that happened. You guys are also telling me stuff with your research. And together, this is how we defend. We defend by exposing the wrongdoing. I'm not a Priscilla basher. There's a difference. I'll tell you what a Priscilla basher is. A Priscilla basher, let me just... It's obvious the person who gave the comment doesn't want to give us his name. So he obviously doesn't want to join our chat. But Priscilla bashing, to me, I'm just trying to find, right, okay. To me, Priscilla bashing is calling her disgusting names, trying to how can I say it? Let's just have a look. Trying to sort of take the mick out of her plastic surgery. Anything that anything that is said about Priscilla that is vulgar is Priscilla bashing. You will never, ever hear me say, I will never call Priscilla names. I will never say anything about her appearance. I will never insult her. Yeah. But I will list the facts. I will list the facts. I don't think that I'm a Priscilla basher. Now, the title of yesterday's video was something like Priscilla fans have been brainwashed. And that does get a reaction. Yeah, that gets a reaction from people because I'm using quite a tough word, brainwashed. But I truly believe it, guys. I truly believe that there has been a slow brainwashing, misleading of facts, yeah, spoon feeding of fake information, wrong information. And I truly believe that it's been happening, you know, with this book, because you know my feelings on this book for entertainment purposes is a book of lies, in my opinion. Yeah, I think there's many things in this book that damaged Elvis, damaged his image and reputation, and everything that comes from this book, like the movies, the documentaries, the biographies, the interviews, you know, we could go on and on. The TV news clips, the magazines, the tabloids. From this book has done a serious amount of damage to Elvis. Serious, like, yeah. So that is what I mean by when I say brainwashing. Brainwashing. I'm not trying to bash Priscilla. I'm saying this is what I think has caused a lot of the damage to Elvis and his reputation. Yeah. You won't see me call Priscilla a name. Many other channels do. I do not name call. Yeah. I want an apology from Priscilla. I want her to climb down off her pedestal and do the right thing for her family, whether it be Riley, Finley, or Harper, whether it be on behalf of the memory of Lisa and Elvis. I do want Priscilla to do the right thing, but I don't do it with hate. Now, yesterday was difficult for me because I've got subscribers, I've got members. We've got 70 members now. So thank you so much, guys, to the members. I really, really appreciate it. We're up to 70 now, which I'm very, very proud of. The last 10 members was, let's just get it up. So we've got, let's have a look. Aisa, we've got Emily, Aubrey, Karen, Nutria, Angel Eyes, Mr. Chips, Colleen, and Betty Heath. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for becoming members. When we hit that 100 figure, we're going to do something. Yeah. So please, I encourage people to join. It's only $1 a month. You can cancel whenever you want. But let's just read some comments. Louis, I agree. She brainwashed nearly 2 generations until the Elvis movie. His memory was in the gutter. People didn't want to admit liking him. I love him and all the Presley family. Now, I know that Baz Luhrmann's movie did a lot of good and relaunched Elvis. We know Lisa Marie loved it and Priscilla loved it. But I still now, in hindsight, looking back at that movie, it still did some harm. It wasn't all good, that movie, even though I'm a big fan of Austin Butler. So, hi, Luann, 903. Right, so I want to start reading Linda's thing, but I just want to touch on what happened yesterday a bit more. It doesn't help that all these years no one has called Priscilla out about. Yep, I agree, and we went into detail yesterday about the truth about if she saved Gracelands, if it was her idea to do the Living Museum, didn't we? We really have gone through that. Yeah, Vivek says no need to bash. Thanks, Pet Caravel. That's fair enough. Michelle says, to be fair, they probably say that about us Elvis fans. Linda Cudden says we don't need to be hateful, just truth and facts. Yes. So what I mean is the interview made me cringe. What interview was that? Let me just go back a little bit more. I've been watching the Lucy stuff this morning, and I can see that quite a few of you believe the whole Lucy thing, don't you? And I did watch some of Rare Elvis Photo's video. I mean, fair play to him. He reads a lot of books, doesn't he? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, he keeps himself busy. Joe Sins, I think he's great. I have a lot of time for Joe. He does get a bit of stick, mind. He gets a bit of stick. He does get a hard time from some people. He's not everyone's cup of tea. Okay. Now, I just want to say, I don't allow people on this channel that are going to argue with me. When I say argue, I mean, if someone's going to come on here and try and promote Priscilla, yeah, try and make excuses for her, I'm going to delete them. I'm going to block them, because we are defending Elvis. We are defending Elvis. That is why we're here. We're not here with our own subscribers and our own members to, how can I say it? I shouldn't have to defend Elvis to a subscriber or a member that is promoting Priscilla. I shouldn't have to do that. So anyone that comes on here that wants to say to me, no, Priscilla, how can I say it? Oh, I'm trying to find the right way of putting it. Oh, what's the word? If someone has joined us, but secretly they are a Priscilla fan and think that Priscilla has done no wrong, they're not welcome, because we together, and we've been doing it for 6 months now, have voiced hundreds of research comments that clearly show the wrongdoing of Priscilla that's been going on for decades. Yeah. So if one of our own members or subscribers is going to jump on it and start defending her, we got a problem, and they're not welcome. I have to draw the line at that, because otherwise I'm going to spend all my time arguing with people about Priscilla that should be Elvis defenders. Do any of you understand that? Because it's awkward for me. Yesterday was very awkward for me. Yeah. And then when I went onto the YouTube comments, there was still arguments going on the YouTube comments. Yeah. That were still defending Priscilla. And I didn't like it. So in the end, I just thought, no, it's not helping. It's not helping our cause. It's not helping our movement to allow a subscriber, a member, to be arguing with the other subscribers, the other members, defending Priscilla. So in the end, I just thought, sorry, you don't fit into our club. You don't fit into our club. We are a Defending Elvis YouTube channel. Now, I have only ever blocked 3 people in 6 months. I repeat, I have only ever blocked 3 people in 6 months, and I have to really be pushed before I block someone. So now, I wasn't gonna block anybody, but when I started reading all the comments on YouTube, the arguments on YouTube, the arguments overflowed from here to YouTube, and I thought some of the comments were quite rude, so I just thought, no, that's it. So I have blocked 3 people. I'm really sorry, guys. It wasn't easy for me because I don't like to do it. So we are going to defend Elvis and his bloodline. We will be doing that. Right, so I don't know if all the book stories are true, but it's good to know what the books are about. I know what you mean, but pull of family and blood connection should be embraced. I hope she grows proud. Trying to behave, my words. Hi, David. You okay, my friend? Wow, I must have missed the drama yesterday. Sorry, it happened. It's hard to speak. It was very uncomfortable. I wish it never happened. Right. I agree. Spend a lot of time reading all these books. I think she's already has the. Right. Okay. Let's get Linda's emails. So I've said my piece, guys. Remember, I'm just a fan at home. That's all I am. Just a fan at home. So Linda, are you there, Linda? We're going to read your emails now. Linda has been very kind. She's been sending me some book reviews. Linda, you are here. Now, I was even going to read the first chapter of this book. I don't know if we're going to have enough time now because we've got a couple of emails of Linda's I want to read. Let's get them up. I probably lost them, but now Linda's been so kind to me. Not only is she doing these reviews for me, she's also sending me books, which is I really appreciate. I do like building up my book collection, guys. Look, if you look, I keep my books close. These books are my props. They're my props. I love them being around me. I don't know why. I just do. Look, I just love these books with me. Anyone wants to send me a book, guys? The address is in the description of my channel. So let's have a look. Let's get Linda's email up. So Linda, I really do appreciate all your effort. Linda really does. She's great, Linda is. Now I have to find her emails because Linda, are you good at resending? I actually got these up and I was reading them. I read them both last night. No, I've read the emails. Michelle, I have read the emails, but I read them last night. When I went to bed, I read both of them. Quite enjoyed them. Let's have a look. Let's find them. Let's find them. Now remember, I'm not a great reader. I left school when I was 15. They're not coming up. Linda, can you resend them? That's it. That's just typical, isn't it? We're on the show, but it's okay. It's all a bit of fun. I'm surprised they're not coming up, though. Let me just keep looking. I read them last night. Aha! Something's come up. Something's come up. Yes, I found one of them, but that's not the one I'm going to read first. I think I know why. It's because it's under Duffy. Duffy, there we go. Right, you've just sent it me. Yeah, I was going to read the Shirley one first. Let's see if it's going to come up. Right. Yeah, so I think I've got it. Okay, there we are. I've got it. Right. One sec. I'm going to warm this coffee, and then we're going to start. So Linda has done some brilliant book reviews. All right, just 1 second. I'll just make sure the dogs don't come in. Okay, right, I'm gonna. Yes, you cannot beat a coffee in the morning, guys. So it's overcast today. It looks like it's going to rain. We're in the southwest UK near Bristol. So I've got my movie. The thing in the background shows all the movie clips. I like it. It's good. Right. Shh. Right, 1 second, guys. Anyway, we're going to read some comments in a minute. Just 1 second, guys. You know, like I said to you guys, I'm not going to argue with people on here. Definitely not going to argue. We are an Elvis defending channel. That's what we are. We defend Elvis. If people want to defend Elvis, they're really, really welcome. So, okay. Right. Let's get the email up. Okay, so now, Linda, I thought what we would do, we'd read it from the beginning because I just think I know we did read sort of half of it. Yeah, Mary, are you getting it okay? Are you receiving me? I just want to make sure you guys are getting my comments. Yes, there we go. Remember, if anyone on here that wants to argue, they're not here anymore. Yeah, so there's no way I'm going to engage in an argument. No chance. So, okay, I won't argue with people. No matter what my feelings are, no matter how I run this channel, I won't argue with people. Right, are we ready, Linda? You got your phone fixed? Helen, you got your phone fixed? Okay, so we've got, right, Linda, are you ready? We're going to start reading. Shirley met Joe Esposito in Vegas in 1974. She was 16 years younger than Joe. Joe was Elvis's road manager and some say Parker's spy. Joe was divorced at the time and they broke up in 1979. Yes, you're there, Linda. Now, remember, this is Linda's email. She's put a lot of time into this, so let's just have a good old natter about it together. As I stated in previous emails, the book was a constant bragging about all the things they all got from Elvis. I found it vulgar. When anyone brags about stuff they got from Elvis, it is as if that is the key to their connection. That is why the birthday story is so sad. Shirley tells the story. Once they were all staying somewhere together. She went to the refrigerator in the middle of the night to get something, and all of a sudden Elvis was there and he pushed her up against the refrigerator and was trying to force her to kiss him. She refused, and Elvis said to her, "I love you because of how much you love Joe Esposito." Now, did that really happen? Linda, did that really happen? Yeah, Linda, we're not going to argue. Come on. Some people get angry. Some people make it very personal. Not me. You'll never see me get angry. You'll never see me make it personal. I'll just carry on defending Elvis. That's what I do. And the bloodline. So what do you reckon? Right. Okay, Linda. Thank you. All right. Side note. I heard that Shirley once called Elvis a creep, and because she published the book herself, would have to send them out to people who bought them. Allegedly, she said that she hated Elvis fans. I don't know where this came from. We need proof, but it's been said on the internet by others. Thank you. Right, on the girlfriends. So I hope you're well, Mary. Welcome to us. Always like to see you on, Mary. Shirley said Ginger was a 20-year-old Priscilla, and Elvis was trying to fill the gap because he really wanted to get back with Priscilla. Does anyone think Elvis wanted to get back with Priscilla? Elvis was trying to get Ginger to break up with her boyfriend and she wouldn't. Is that true? Shirley said it was sad because Elvis was trying to get back was trying to get Ginger to be nice to him. Ginger was going to leave the hotel, but the next day she had on a new diamond ring. She didn't like Ginger. She felt Ginger was cold and quiet and in love with her boyfriend in Memphis. Shirley and Ginger's mother was pushing the relationship. Larry Geller also said that about Ginger's mother. Elvis did propose, but it was clear he was on too many sleeping pills when he did it. She said he was later trying to get Ginger out of his life. So Shirley is a big Priscilla fan. Okay, is that, guys? Do you agree with that? Is that true? I don't know. I know almost nothing about Shirley. Honestly, I've not really watched any of her interviews. So Lynn said, hi Lynn, are you new? Welcome to Team Elvis. So Lynn, it doesn't sound like something Elvis would do. I don't think Elvis would have ever gone back to Priscilla. Even the thing where he pushed her against the wall trying to kiss her. I don't know, guys. My question to Linda is, why do you think that happened? Because, you know, I don't know. I would want more proof. The whole thing where he tried to kiss her, all that. I'd want more proof. I'd want more proof. I say that respectfully. I do trust Larry Geller, but he does put things in his books, things that he repeats, like the salt tablet thing, that Elvis took salt tablets to sweat. Larry put that in his book. So I do like Larry and I trust Larry, but I do think he's, you know, they're writing a book to sell books. So some things are just repeated, I think. That's just my opinion, guys. So Michelle, Diane, I don't believe a word. Now remember, Linda, you're going to get a reaction from the other Elvis fans here. So that's all part of it. That's part of what we're doing. We're discussing Linda's review of these books. Also, Linda has a point of view as well. Yeah, I agree with that, Linda. I agree. Yeah, Linda Cudden, you're right. A lot of things are repeated and twisted, even by very important people that were in Elvis's life, including Larry, including Joe Esposito, just many people. Oh, no, Linda, I know that. No, Linda, I'm enjoying this. This is great. I love it. Right. She said she was close with Mindy. She said that Mindy was on tour for a bit in 1974. No, yes, in 1974 and in 75. I am not sure if the relationship is still close. Remember, this is a review. Yeah, we're not stating facts. This is a review. So she said that she said Elvis had 3 women: Linda, who was motherly; Sheila, who was a plaything; and Priscilla, who he saw as his wife and as the mother of his child. I can see that. I see that. I do agree that, you know, just my opinion, that because Priscilla was Lisa's mother, that held a special place for Elvis. Definitely, 100% think that. Definitely. Let's have a look. So Emily says, I read somewhere Joe Esposito and Priscilla were getting on and Elvis found out. I was watching the dog walk you did yesterday. Nothing for today in notifications. Yeah, because it wasn't live. Nicola, it wasn't live. That was different. So Linda's mission is reading all the books and finding they're all repeating the same stories. I think that's a great point, Linda. She's reading all the books and finding they're all repeating the same stories. And this is, I think this is a problem, isn't it? Because instead of it maybe being factual or actual history or actual truth, it's Chinese whispers, isn't it? Oh, because he said it, I'll say it. Because he said it, I'll say it. And I find that as well. Thank you, Linda. Right, let's keep going. She said Linda loved to spend Elvis's money and loved attention. And when Elvis would cheat, Linda would spend as much as she could to get back at him. That Linda would shop while Elvis was in hospital. And I've read that a few times. Elvis is in hospital. She's out spending the money. Getting her, is it her sister, to take pictures of her? Yeah, outside the hospital. I've seen that picture. Have you guys seen the picture of Linda outside the hospital? She said Sheila was not impressed with stardom and played the naive little girl. When Elvis died, she said Ginger told them how Elvis had given her almost all his jewelry right before he died. His jewelry case was almost empty. She had it all. And I've heard this as well, that she took his jewelry. She said that they didn't think anything at the time when Ginger said, my opinion, a terrible allegation to make against anyone. Okay, but it is possible. Lisa Marie did state in her book that when Elvis passed, people started taking stuff. And I definitely can believe that. Yeah, I can definitely believe that. I believe Lisa Marie, but I also believe Ginger wouldn't have been the only one. Yeah, I agree. Let's just check the comments. Yeah. Hi, Annie. How are you? Right. Let's keep going. She tells the story of a tree branch falling near Ginger's car. Shirley picked up the branch, wrapped it in a towel, and saved it. Odd thing to do during a funeral. It is very odd. She said that she was offered money but refused to sell it. And I've heard this story about the branch falling. She said she allowed it to be shown in a particular museum, but does not name the museum, and the branch along with her backstage pass was sold at an auction unbeknownst to her. She says that Joe made a point to gather up Elvis and Priscilla and personal belongings that would have been too personal to end up with the wrong hands. I did hear that elsewhere that Joe gave Priscilla videotapes that Elvis had taken off her. That may have been intimate. Makes sense to me. Okay. I'm trying to check your comments as I go. So Pamela says those taking stuff then write a book about Elvis. Pet Cavajal. So we've got David, Emily, and Annie. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on the comments as we go, yeah? On the drugs. Now, these are Linda's headings. She's putting a heading. I'll show you. She puts a heading. And then I know it's a bit blurry, guys. She puts a heading. There we go. If you want to take a picture of it. She puts a heading and then she does her notes. Linda, this must have taken you ages. Thank you so much. Any of you want to send me stuff like this? I'll read it out. Anything like this, guys, I want to read it out. Keep it to 2 or 3 pages. I can't read out something like a whole book, 160 pages. But I can read 3 pages. On the drugs, she says that she believes Elvis was swollen in the face because of steroids. Very possible. She said that they all would open up his pills and replace the contents with aspirin. But you can't help an addict. She is not cruel about it. Just a matter of fact. Okay? Right. So the next heading is Red West, Sonny West, and Dave Hebler getting fired. Okay? Well, we've all spoken about this many times. Emily, Pet Sonny wasn't impressed with Prissy. He didn't think Linda Thompson was beautiful. Oh, she was beautiful. Come on, guys. She was. Linda Thompson in the 1970s was stunning. Have you, lovely, love to read some? Louis, did you listen to the Sandy Summers interview? No. No, I don't think so. Actually, no. No, actually, yes. Was it around 6 weeks ago? I might have done. I don't remember it though. I don't remember it. I think they conveniently forgot they were all sleeping around and some were taking street drugs. That's true, Diana. Sonny and Linda Thompson was beautiful. Emily, Sonny said Linda Thompson was beautiful. Oh, thanks, Emily. Did I get it wrong? I mixed it up. But she was beautiful, guys. Emily, do you think she was beautiful? I think she still is. Priscilla and Linda and Sheila and Ginger were all stunning. Yes, I agree with that. Linda, I agree with that. Definitely. Ah, right. Emily, right. Sorry. No, I haven't watched that. So can you resend it me? So I get sent a lot of stuff, so I do miss things. Right. So Shirley said that she and Joe were on vacation in Hawaii. Elvis called and said, meet me in Colorado. He had to speak with Joe. Joe and others were talking to Elvis about his prescription drug problem. She was walking back to her room and out of nowhere, Sonny and Red and Dave whispered to her to go with them in a separate room where there was a table, a chair, and a mechanical device with long wires and a microphone. They began screaming at her, threatening her, accusing her of telling the wives about the girlfriends. They hooked up the mic and had her call Dave's wife, and Dave's wife admitted that she lied about Shirley telling her about the girlfriends. Okay? Pretty bizarre, pretty crazy, really, isn't it? Then the heading of this section, let's have a look. Yeah, remember Pet Carvajal. Anybody that comes on here to argue is blocked automatically. I won't argue with people. Right. I find that weird that they had just happened to have an interrogation table all set up. Yeah. Shirley was upset and scared, and Elvis was furious and told her no one speaks to his girl like that. Elvis then got a call about getting sued because they beat up a fan. That's when Elvis fired them. She said she ran into Sonny afterwards and he said, you got me fired. She said, it's not in their book because they are embarrassed. A woman got them fired. I'll just say that bit again. She said, it's not in their book because they are embarrassed. A woman got them fired. Okay. In interviews with the Memphis Mafia, Marty and Lamar and Sonny and Red and Billy are sitting around together. Looks like they're in a pub telling stories. Joe Esposito and Jerry Schilling are interviewed separately. I believe there were two camps. There does appear to be infighting amongst the guys. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure I believe her story about the interrogation. Okay. Let's just check your comments. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. Let's keep going. Right, where are? All right, so this is headed Priscilla. This is headed Priscilla. Shirley said Priscilla was smart, capable, refined, and independent. She said that Elvis was missing the bond that he had shared for so many years as a family with Priscilla, that he still saw Priscilla as his wife, that he was always trying to get her back, that Lisa was very grounded living in California. Shirley said Priscilla loved Elvis and that they had a deep bond, and that Priscilla was actually grown up with Elvis. Priscilla had actually grown up with Elvis. Shirley said that Priscilla came up with the idea for the 2001 Odyssey space theme at the start of Elvis's shows, that Priscilla designed the TCB necklace. Priscilla also said that in her book. Yeah, and I've read all this. I've definitely read this about the design of the necklace. Okay. Very interesting, Linda. Right. Yeah, we don't. It's still very interesting, Linda. I think it's great. Well, Linda's Cudden has given her comments. I believe that beauty isn't everything without being a good, honest person. Yeah. But do you know what? How can I say it? I'll be general. I actually like Linda. I like Ginger. I think 100% it's complicated. Obviously, there's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of jewelry involved. There's even property involved. There's writing books, being in movies, a lot of fame, tabloids, magazines. These people are under. How can I say it? Don't forget, these are very young girls in their 20s. Yeah. So they took career decisions. Who wouldn't? In your 20s, Elvis has passed. They're still trying to find different ways of making money, obviously pursue their own careers as well. Because I know Linda was a songwriter as well. So I sort of understand that these people try to make money. What bothers me is if they're trying to make money by belittling Elvis. Now that bothers me. If they're running him down, saying degrading things about him, yeah. If they're using the negative stuff to make money, that bothers me. Now, if they're using the positive stuff to make money, if they're boosting his image, talking about his good qualities, then I think make money all day long. But if they're saying things that make him look silly, things that he would never want them to say, then I don't like it. Then I don't like it. That's how I am. So my attitude is pretty, make money from Elvis in a good way, not in a bad way. And I think Linda, because I haven't read it yet, but Linda has made it clear to me that there's many things in this book that are not nice. Not nice. And we are going to start reading this book one chapter at a time. And I'm going to go through Linda's notes as well. What I'll probably do, Linda, is I'll read your notes properly. And then we'll think, right, let's read a chapter of this book. I know Linda has said many things she should not have said. But I do like Linda. I do like Linda. So I don't want Linda to think we are against her, because I'm not. I'm not against Linda Thompson or Ginger Oldham. Right. I read that the Space Odyssey theme was used in the January 1971. Priscilla was busy. Then Mike Stone and Joe Guercio, Elvis's musical director, suggested it. I also read that Elvis came up with the lightning bolt while in the army and admitted that it may have been influenced by the love of his comics. see the website, Elvis Presley, takingcareofbusiness.com, Elvis Presley, TCB.com, all the stories as to why Elvis chose this TCB symbol. And I've read this. I've read, didn't she say that it was designed on an aeroplane, Priscilla? But then we've got another version here from the comics. I've also heard that it may have been the symbol in the army. Yeah, there's a few different versions of this, isn't there? Right, so we're going to wrap this email up, and then we're going to move on to the next one. I hope you're not in a rush, guys. We're going to be here a while. Let's have a look. I'm just quickly checking your comments. But Bex, Linda, it's not long ago since I watched the video where it was told who designed it. I believe it was Elvis himself. Yeah, there's a few different versions, Bex. I'm really enjoying this, Linda. It must have taken you a long time. It's beautifully written. Linda, well done. My big takeaway from the book is relishing in gifts. I find it tasteless. Yes, they took advantage of him massively. But we must remember their age. We must remember their age. These are young girls, yeah? And at that age, you see life differently. You see life differently. So Vivek's, me too. I see that interview. Yes, Vivek's him and his jeweler. That's Michelle. Yes. So Helen says, yes, just has a hoax call. Vivek, didn't Elvis design all of his own jewelry? That's Geo. Now, Michelle says that, yes, about the aeroplane, but we don't know it's true, guys. We don't know. Dan27EP, hi, welcome to Defending Elvis. The bolt came from the saying in a flash, as a TCB in a flash. The flash came from the bolt of lightning. Thank you, Dan. I resent the short birthday one. It's part of Shirley's story. I think it speaks volumes. Let's have a look. Gio, I think he did mainly, but he did get input from his jeweler, as you'd expect, really. And then we got Linda, yes, but grown men took advantage too. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so your phone's working good. Helen, yes? I don't believe Priscilla's version for a second. It does, yeah. Michelle, yeah. We're not sure, are we, guys? Now, can I just quickly, now you've mentioned that, Michelle, does anyone believe this weird thing where they were saying that Elvis would drink a drink from the other side of the cup to avoid germs because he was a germaphobe? Does anyone believe that's true? Because I've always thought that wasn't true. But can I just, you guys, you answer that if you don't mind. So Michelle says no. She has been lying about so many things. I just think there's some of these one-liners that Priscilla comes out with just sound like it's been completely made up, and that one is one of them. Yeah, Michelle, there we are. She had been lying about so many things. It's hard to know if she tells the truth. I don't fall for it. No, because he had a thing where he would drink by the handle, Helen. Yeah, but Linda, did he even have that habit? This is the thing I'm saying. It's like, you know, Priscilla repeats again and again that Elvis wouldn't sleep with a woman that had a child. I don't believe it. Honestly, I don't believe it, guys. I think there's quite a few things that she says, oh, did you know Elvis liked this and Elvis wouldn't do this and Elvis said this. I think they're all made up. I think it's all made up stuff, guys, honestly. Well, there we are, Michelle, there we are. About the microphone in the mouth. It doesn't add up, come on. We definitely don't know. We were not there. We don't know. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Look, Priscilla can't lie straight in the bed. Emily. Right. Okay, let's read the this is the last bit of this email. Interesting, it's headed interesting story. Elvis was snowmobiling. I don't know what that is. Elvis was snowmobiling. He stopped to see Priscilla, and she was making fun of him because his hair was greasy and he was wearing a snowmobile suit. Priscilla said that Elvis was trying to get back together with her and that she said it was not going to happen. However, in Child Bride, Shirley tells the story that they were all out riding snowmobiles. Right, okay, got it, snowmobiles. And that Elvis went to Priscilla to show Lisa his new Ferrari. Shirley said that she was furious because Elvis was being sweet, but Priscilla was laughing at Elvis and making fun of how he looked and mocking him. Years later, in an interview, Shirley backtracked and said she was wrong, that Priscilla was great and Priscilla was only laughing because Elvis's pajamas were slipping out of his snowsuit. Shirley repeats in a book that Priscilla was not making fun of Elvis. Shirley claims Elvis really wanted to show Priscilla the car. Shirley said Elvis went in the house with Priscilla to try to get her back. She said Priscilla and Elvis were always so in love. Priscilla and Elvis were always so in love that they were so good to each other. She really fawns over Priscilla in the book. That's the end of that one. Right, let me let the dog out a minute. Right, go on then. Okay, I'm gonna warm my coffee up. Now we've been on for an hour, so I think I'm gonna just finish up with a bit of a chat. Walk the dog. Sorry. Roar, I'm gonna finish up now. I'll probably do my weightlifting and running.
I'm just gonna.
I am still live. Go to Tony's what?
Oh, she just needs to go get her food. She wants to watch the kids for 10 minutes.
All right, okay. I'll probably be out. I want to do my weightlifting and running. That's what I'm going to do next. Yeah, I don't use that. Right then, guys, let's just get this. Right, I just want to top my coffee up. We're gonna have I think what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna have a bit of a chat. We're gonna have a little bit of a chat, and then I'm gonna come back and do a part 2 to do the second email. Actually, I was going to play you something as well. It's actually a bit chilly today. Right, let's let the dog in. Come on then, in you come. In you come. Come on, princess. In. Right. Here's my coffee. Okay. Right. Well, I really enjoyed that, Linda. Linda, I think it makes sense that we come back and do a part 2, because I prefer it when we're being quite thorough. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It's brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some weightlifting, go for a run. I'm going to walk the dogs. I'm going to reread your second email, and then I want to go through it in about around what time? It's nearly 11 a.m. England. So about 1 a.m. English time, I'm going to go through the second email, but I'm not going to finish yet. We can chat about things. I'm going to read your comments. I've still got a coffee. I keep filling it up with water and it lasts longer. But I do want to thank you very much for making the effort. There's over 50 people watching, Linda. So you're obviously very interesting what you've written in this email. That's 50 people watching. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hi to the 50 people watching now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. We are defending Elvis Presley. It's fans want the truth. We are not Priscilla haters. We are just trying to defend Elvis so we can expose all the wrongdoing that has been happening to Elvis and his bloodline. So Lisa Marie and Riley, Finley and Harper. So that is our job. We're not a hate channel. We're not trying to hate everyone, call people names. We just want to expose the wrongdoing so we can defend Elvis, because Elvis cannot defend himself. And we disagree with almost everything in this book that was written around 1985 by Priscilla, where we feel she reinvented history, rewrote history. Elvis had nothing to do with this book, nothing. Yeah, he had been dead 7 years when this book was written. This book was written by a divorcee who had been unfaithful and who had robbed him blind on a second divorce settlement that she was not entitled to, in our opinion, for entertainment purposes. So we are exposing the wrongdoing that comes from the writing of this book of lies, in my opinion. And this book has affected a lot of things, many, many things, because there's been TV melodramas made from this book, hundreds of interviews from very famous interviewers, movies, biographies, documentaries, all come from this book, but it's a book of lies. That is so unfair to Elvis, because Elvis can't jump up and disagree with this book because he's dead, God rest his soul. And we also feel there's been some serious wrongdoing to Lisa Marie Presley from Priscilla and to Riley. We also feel that Priscilla has taken money out of the pocket of Finley and Harper and Riley. She's getting given money that is her grandchildren's. Yeah? So you get where we're going, guys. Not a hate channel. We are a defending Elvis channel. Right. I don't understand why the dog's coming. Come on, in you come. Right, there we go, guys. Let's go back a little bit. So, Linda, you know I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful. Right. Let's just read some comments, guys, while I finish off my coffee. Right. Thea says, I don't believe Elvis was a germaphobe, given he used to kiss 30 women per show. Anytime I seen him drink was on stage. Once in a 69 press conference. That's a good point. That is a good point. Let's have a look. Okay, let's keep going. You've even seen him rehearsals putting his mic in his mouth. Let me catch up. Michael, I agree. I've seen plenty of videos of him taking a drink. It doesn't ring true. Yeah. This is one thing I've learned about our Defending Elvis Presley YouTube channel. You have to think outside the box. You have to read between the lines. Almost everything that we read, you have to go, does that sound right? Does that sound right? My dogs are annoying, by the way. Okay. Let's keep going. Elvis kissed every woman at his shows. This is Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Welcome to our show. Where are you from, Teresa? Teresa Kona. You're very welcome to Team Elvis. Elvis kissed every woman at his shows. How could he be afraid of germs? Exactly. Exactly. Mary, I heard that in an interview too about the cup. Mary, I just don't believe it. I think it's rubbish. Yeah. Come on, that's why we're called Defending Elvis, because there's so much crap said about him. Emily, do you know what? I've let those dogs out about 6 times, and they've just been for a walk with my wife for a 2-mile walk. Emily, do you want my dogs? Do you want my dogs so they can bark at your house? Please, so they can attack your postmen. Only joking, only joking. Woof, woof, woof. I love the 2 dogs. They're cute, but they bark too much. But I've had them since they were babies. So they're my children, Ella and Princess. He wanted to show Lisa Marie his new Ferrari. She changed her story. If you can read the birthday story, I sent email. It's short. I can add it to the comments if you prefer. It's a right, Linda. Is it on a separate email? Linda, resend me the birthday story. Resend me the birthday story. Yeah. Let's keep going. Thea, exactly right. That's the only reason Elvis would go over to Priscilla. Yes, I believe that she changed the story because I believe. So look, because I believe Priscilla was so in charge. The 69 press conference, I mean, there was a photo of him drinking a glass of water, I think. Okay, let's have a look. They are cute, Emily. Inida Biggerboat. Inida Biggerboat. Welcome to Team Elvis. In a book on Elvis, can't remember which one, Elvis tried to kiss women in the audience on their cheek or to the side of their mouth because he chipped a tooth when a girl grabbed him and kissed him. Yeah, I've heard about this. Thank you for that. Hi, David. We stand loyal, true forever. We sure do. Linda and Emily, it's a drastic swerve of a story. Either she paid her or she's told her a lie to appease her. When did Priscilla Buelow take home vids of Joe? Okay. It's what we do together, research to get the truth. Thank you, Linda, which sure is. Don't forget, Amy Collett is brilliant. We love Auntie Amy, and also Darby Shaw. Yesterday we used Darby's Facebook page, Darby Shaw, DARBYSHAW. Her Facebook page is amazing. I could literally do a week of videos just on Darby Shaw's Facebook page. I highly recommend Darby Shaw. She is great. And Amy Collett as well. Priscilla did tell a few things that was true. She married Elvis and had Lisa. Right, the Becks, remember, you know, you're trying to jump in there for Priscilla. It doesn't work. It doesn't fit our channel. It doesn't fit our channel. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Okay, right. So Linda, did you send me the birthday type? Aha, there we go. Right, here we go. This is Linda's. Right, so you know, I'm a bit sensitive at the moment with people trying to say things about Priscilla. So guys, right, I'm still quite upset about yesterday. So anyway, let's here we are. So right, Linda, are you ready? We're going to read your email. Elvis wanted to spend his birthday in Palm Springs, and he took everyone. Shirley tells story that she really wanted to get him something. She found an antique Bible, but the store was closed. Joe told her they'd go back the next day. On the next day, Joe was busy with Elvis, and she was sitting with Ginger. She said she didn't feel right leaving to run the store. When she and Joe went to get Elvis a cake the following day on his birthday, the store wasn't open yet. It was early, and Joe spent the whole day with Elvis. Needless to say, she didn't get him the Bible. Yeah, I've read this, right? They got nothing. They got him nothing. That night, after singing Happy Birthday, she said Elvis didn't get one gift from anyone, but he handed them all envelopes of cash because he loved to give, and they happily accepted. By then, in addition to trips, shopping, etc., Elvis bought Shirley a new car, 2 rings, a TCB necklace. I think she really could have to wait for the store to open or go the day before. It breaks my heart, not one small token of gratitude from anyone. It was his last birthday. That is, come on guys, that is this. And isn't that how Elvis was treated generally? I understand why you wanted me to read it, Linda, because it's just not fair, is it? It's just unfortunately, Elvis was surrounded by people that treated him in that way. It was all take, wasn't it? Take. Me. So brilliant little email there. So we are going to come back. It does speak volumes, yeah. So we are going to come back and do the second. I was hoping to do it around 1 o'clock. Does that fit with your timeline? This is in 2 hours. Does that fit with you, Linda? So, because I'd rather do it when you're with us. Yeah. So if you can't make it, Linda, I can do it tomorrow. Yeah. Because I can pick different topics. It's fine. Oh, that's good, Linda. Now, I do want to say I can't 100% promise anything because my wife comes home, the kids come home, something happens, and all of a sudden I say 2 hours, but then I can't do it. So I'm definitely, I do think there's a high chance that we can do this in 2 hours. Right, before, I'm not going yet, guys. I'm not going yet. I wanted to play you today's videos. Now, I have started doing pick and mix. Elvis Presley pick and mix shorts. Elvis Presley pick and mix shorts. And I did a 5-minute one. I've only posted it today. These are, in case you don't know, guys. No, but Linda, I want you to be here. It's important to me you are here. You've put the effort in. So you deserve to be here with us so we can discuss your hard work together. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah. So I'm doing, in case you're new to this channel, we do mini documentaries, mini shorts that talk about every different aspect of Elvis's life. We're not just a Defending Elvis channel. We are also an Elvis channel. So we do report the latest news about Elvis or Priscilla or Lisa Marie or Bridget Cruz, the lawsuit. Anything new, any headline news that comes out, we report it on here. Yeah. So we're not just Defending Elvis channel. So if anyone messages me and says to me, why are you saying that? It's got nothing to do with Defending Elvis. My answer to you is we don't only defend Elvis. We also are an Elvis channel. Yeah, we're both. Yeah. So I'm going to play this video. I'll read your comments while I'm playing it. It's 5 minutes long, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Now, I haven't watched it. All I did, I quickly pieced 5 of my shorts together and posted them. So let's just see what they're like, yeah? Let's have a look. Now, sometimes they have music, not always. Let's press play. Let's have a look.
21 days after, it was like a nightmare for them. That, oh my God, this is bigger than we ever expected.
And we couldn't understand why, why he kept on calling, but still, it just didn't seem to register,
Well, then we began to get maybe the idea that things were a little bit further along, more serious than what we had thought about in the past.
Elvis and I communicated really when he left Journey by music. He would send me records like Take Good Care of Her, I'll Say the Last Dance for Me, Hey, Paul, I want to marry you one day. Sealed with a kiss.
It makes me feel a little more like I'm there with her.
I, in turn, would send him back. I'll save the last dance for you. Soldier boy. But that's how he communicated, and I would always wait in the mail for my 45 to come in.
Maybe we were too naive at that time, but
this morning, fans from all over the world are preparing to say a final goodbye to Lisa Marie Presley, who died last week after suffering a cardiac arrest. In just days, the only daughter of rock and roll legend Elvis Presley will be remembered during a public memorial service at Graceland, her iconic childhood home in Memphis. After her father's death, Lisa Marie inherited the 8-bedroom mansion, and Graceland soon opened its doors to legions of fans, with more than 20 million visiting so far. In the days since Lisa Marie's death, even more people stopping by to pay their respects. A historic and beloved landmark for so many, but for Lisa Marie, Graceland was home. And Lisa Marie's memorial service will be held here at Graceland on Sunday. It will be open to the public and live streams. And after the service, everyone will be invited to join the procession to the meditation garden, which will be her final resting place.
She was either going to be a young mother staying home by herself all the time, or she had to get her own life.
He had just gotten up. I was determined to go in, and believe me, this took everything I possibly could to do. This was the moment I feared. I walked in and said, I have something to tell you. I just remember looking at his face and him sitting there in disbelief. I don't think he believed what I was saying was true. And the first thing he said, is it someone else? Are you leaving me for someone else? There was so much that wasn't said, I couldn't say. It was me growing. It was my need. It was a lot of pain. Because you had to remember I still loved him very much. Still do. That was the hardest thing in my entire life. When you love someone and then have to leave them. But I never would have had
royalty came to pay their respects.
My late mother-in-law used to say, grief is the price we pay for love.
Her childhood home and now her final resting place. Lisa Marie alongside her father Elvis.
On the front lawn of Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee Sunday, fans from across the country gathered for a public memorial service and a goodbye to Lisa Marie Presley. In the emotional service, we heard from Presley's friends and family, including her mother, Priscilla Presley, who read a tribute written by one of Lisa Marie's children.
She knew it was close to the end. Survivors, guilt, some would say, but a broken heart was the doing of her death. Our heart is broken, Lisa. We all love you. Thank you.
Is that the last one? I know one more. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, so I just love these little shorts, and I'm gonna let's have a look. There's one more I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can find it. I sort of I found. Let's have a look. Let me just get it. I got to find these things. Woo. What it is, I store the videos I want to play you guys. I store them on a certain channel. And so when people send them to me, I think, oh, I'm going to play them. I'm going to.
Steve, I got to do something.
Everything for his future depended on this special.
Okay, are you ready? No, but we'll try it.
He's really, really nervous. He's sweating nerves.
He knew that this could be a failure, and that would be it.
Well, I'm going to have to do it sooner or later, so might as well get on with it, baby.
Elvis was a new type of 20th century man.
The pure arc light of his talent.
It was as cool as it possibly gets. He was the highest paid movie star in America.
It evolved to a thing of the 60s. He was doing music that wasn't great, doing movies that nobody believed in. He was the original rebel, and now he's really getting to really being a family entertainer. And I think that really hurt.
Overnight, we were gone.
was like a dream. People start looking for meaning in music, something that's deeper than anything they heard from Elvis.
I didn't know what to do. I just felt I was obligated to things that I didn't fully believe in.
No matter how big Elvis got, he's still the guy that grew up in a tar shack. There's always somebody in here saying, you're not far from going back there.
They couldn't have paid me no amount of money in the world to make me feel satisfaction inside.
He thought, if this is ending, I want to end as the Elvis I want to be, not the Elvis they want me to be.
The 68 comeback special, it's sort of the first step towards control of his own destiny.
Here's Elvis Presley.
He was very nervous because he hadn't done anything like that before.
Ain't no room around here for you, Tommy.
He comes out, and he's the best looking guy on the planet.
Yeah.
It was the first time I saw him perform. I went, wow.
I felt like my team came back and they're winning again. Now, wait a minute. There's something wrong with it. What you see that night is the one time Elvis decided to be who he wanted to be for himself.
Woo!
Elvis took Elvis to the next level.
Now that's a pretty good trailer. Now I know that, let me just pause that a minute. Now, what's the date? It's the 11th of November, so it comes out on the 13th of November. I know that because Priscilla's in it, we're a bit worried, but I got a feeling it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be, I'm hoping that the Netflix Elvis documentary is going to be good for Elvis, be good for his image, even though Priscilla's in it. I really, fingers crossed, it's going to paint him in a really good light, this 68 comeback. I think we're going to see, Helen, I think we're going to see some maybe never before seen footage in that documentary, I'm hoping. So I'm looking forward to seeing it, guys. I think it's going to be great. And for me, the 68 comeback special was Elvis at his best. Definitely my favorite song is If I Can Dream, always has been. I do like I Just Can't Help Believing, but that has sentimental thing for me because it was the first song that I discovered of Elvis. So that will always hold a special thing for me. So let's have a look. I've always had a tendency to joke about things in a weird way, I guess. Don't worry, Bex. I reckon I sent you about 7 kisses. So let's have a look. Okay, I still want to play a couple more little things that I saved for you guys. Here we go. I actually thought that was a really good trailer, like really good. Oh yes, Elvis is the man. Oh yeah, Elvis is the man. There was quite an interesting live section of Elvis having a bit of a joke, proving that he can play the guitar. I got a feeling that some fans thought that Elvis could not play his guitar. So Elvis says in concert, the footage is a bit shaky. Elvis says in concert, I'm going to show you how to play a guitar, that I can do it. I can actually play a guitar. So watch this, guys. I thought it was really good. As soon as I saw it, right, as soon as I saw it, guys, I wanted to show it to you lot. So let's get it up. Obviously, the quality is not good, but I think you can hear his voice quite clearly. So I think this is a bit of a treat. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but it was on Elvis is the Man. He posted it on his Facebook, I think.
What happened? No. Let me have my guitar. See, I've been, excuse me, dear. Excuse me, one second. I've been letting people ask me if I still play the guitar or if I could play the guitar. The answer is no. I mean, yes, I can. I'll show you. If JD says my voice is still apparent, well, I'll tell it, guys. Let this down move out. You want another one?
Now wait a minute.
Love it.
What's wrong with that song? Well, wait a minute, fellas. Don't get going too fast. Now, we ain't gonna miss the train, Tiger Man. Hot damn with that. That's all right, Mama. Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. Just tell where you do. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right, Mama. Anyway, you do. I'm leaving town, baby. I'm leaving town to show. Now then you go where you are to be hanging out your door, but that's all right. It's all right. That's all right. Anyway.
Love it. He can play.
Okay, babe. So why do I like this performance?
Yeah, so obviously it's on YouTube, that clip, but I love it. I love it. He's like, I'm going to show you that I can play. And he gets on and does it, and sings one of my favorite songs. Even though he's older there, sounds great. Sounds great. That was, for me, that was a real treat. That was. Yeah, I've got hundreds of kisses, guys. Linda, I just loved it. I loved it. I stumbled on it. By every now and then I stumble on things. And let's see if I can find another one. I save you so many things, guys. Seriously, half the time I saved you things. Here's another one. This is a bit unusual. This is showing very famous people that have done that, how they would look if they were older. Yeah. So can be a bit, this can be a bit tearful, guys. Now it's not just Elvis, it's famous celebrities, how they would look older. I just thought you'd like it. Come on, we'll do it for Michelle. You can see David Bowie, yeah? I'm a big fan of David Bowie. Even my daughter likes David Bowie. It does, doesn't it, Debbie? It does. There he is, Michelle. Bruce Lee, come on. Jimi Hendrix. Oh, I love John Lennon. You got Elvis behind me. James Dean. It's very touching, guys. Very touching. And Elvis Presley behind me, looking great in the 50s. So it's quite a touching ending to our live stream we've had this morning. Now, I just want to end this by saying thank you so much. Of course, I always say it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed what I do, get us a coffee, send us a super thank you, hit the coffee button, become a member. There's been over 50 people with us this morning, which is amazing. Thank you so much to Linda for her email, which was amazing. I appreciate her hard work because I can tell she's put a lot of time into that. And we're going to come back and do the second email in a few hours. So I've really enjoyed it, guys. We've had the morning. We've been drinking coffee and tea. We've spent the morning together. How lucky are we that we can all be together, 50 of us, and just chat and just enjoy each other's company. Team Elvis taking care of business as a small family that is growing with our movement to defend Elvis and his bloodline. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. Oh, thank you, Emily. It was a bit tough for me yesterday. That I don't want to argue with anybody ever. So it was a bit tough. I was a bit wary about coming on today because I knew that something may happen, and it did. So I just, in a real respectful, kind, friendly way, I say I won't argue with people. So when there's an argument, I'm just going to delete people, block people. But I also say this: we are not a hate channel. We defend from a place of kindness, a place of love, of respect. Priscilla needs help. She needs to apologize. She unfortunately has made some very bad decisions through her life. Now, Elvis is no angel. Elvis also made mistakes. I understand that. I take that on board. But we will defend Elvis Presley and his legacy and his bloodline from a good place, a place of love, a place of love. We will always do that. I do not want to block people. I do not want to do it. Hate it. Hate it. Anyway, guys, loved it this morning. Loved it. Loved it. Thank you, Emily. We've had a brilliant morning, and I'm coming back for more, guys. So I look forward to it. I'm looking forward to reading Linda's brilliant email. Thank you, Linda. I send all of you love, every one of you, even Vibex, who is cheeky. I send you love. Take care, guys. All the best. Love you all.